自上世纪50年代英国数学家图灵提出人工智能概念后，人工智能发展历经起伏，现如今人工智能已能够大规模落地应用。从最初的西洋跳棋程序到聊天机器人程序 ChatGPT， 文生视频人工智能模型 Sora 也在研发之中。人工智能技术正在对现实生活和传统行业带来深远影响，真实与虚假间的界限变得越来越微妙。个人数据和创作内容或已悄无声息地被喂给人工智能。面对人工智能的潜在风险与可能的侵权行为，全球针对人工智能的监管工作也逐渐迈开脚步。
I think 2023 was the year of awareness for AI. I think 2024 is going to be the year of integration of AI, where we figure out how to take all these shiny, lovely new toys and use them in our lives, in our business, in our work, and use them to the benefit of humanity. Hardly anything we do online that doesn't have an AI component to it. If you're doing search on Google or Bing, there are AI components that are predicting what you want and figuring out how to look for things. If you're on Amazon or LinkedIn or Netflix, any of the services that provide us with either information or products and recommend things, that's AI underneath. Everything having to do with speech recognition, facial recognition. These are all AI components. The thing that's going to be interesting is for us to start thinking about how we can take all these components, pull them together, and see the places where they're doing things that are good for us and things that are bad for us. Because who wouldn't want that? The issue is figuring out where are the harms, where are the benefits, and how do you get rid of those harms while amplifying all of those benefits?
The short answer is it's difficult to know what to trust. And so historically, let's say 10 years ago, we didn't trust photos, but we trust video. And so because video was, moving and these sorts of things, was much more difficult to create a fake of. Now we've gone to the step of, well, we can't trust still photos, we can't trust videos because anybody can fake either of those. One, I guess our common sense, is that something that this particular person would say when they call me on the phone? Should they call me on the phone? Is that something someone would say on a video? You go out and find it from multiple sources. You go out to places that have spent the time and vetted the information. Sure. But yeah, one source, one social media site. I don't care what the social media site is. They can't vet, they can't review all of the information. They can't go through and make sure that everything that is uploaded to their site is true information, if you will.
No, not at all. And we have to be aware of that. But think about this in terms of Photoshop. So Photoshop showed up and we could retouch photos, which means we could change our recording of the past. We could change our understanding of what had happened. These tools can do that as well. But we got used to the notion of Photoshop, and we got used to the notion of looking at an image and evaluating whether or not it made sense. And we have to just this means for all of us, we have to develop more of a critical eye and more of an awareness that the thing in front of us might not be true, and figure out how we can provide ourselves with the actual critical tools, the human tools, the thinking tools to identify those situations and avoid being tricked.
Scratching the surface. And so we're just only scratching the surface here. And it's always the case, in my experience, that technology leads regulation. And so you can talk about any sort of technology, television, phones, medical technology. All of these things tend to lead before the actual regulations catch up. I'm participating in a legislative task force here in Colorado, trying to figure out what it means around deepfakes, facial recognition, a lot of other pieces of technology. But yeah, no, we're way behind. all we can do is do our best to try to put together a set of regulations that make sense, and at the same time, educate our populace, educate everybody as to what the technology is capable of, even if it's currently unregulated.
I think in the long term, there's no aspect of human cognition that we won't be able to bring to the machine. That is, we will make the machine as smart, as creative, as intuitive as we are, and probably more so. But we never thought that having smart people around was a bad thing. We like that. And thinking about it in terms of smart machines being around should be our same attitude. I like to think of building AI as the same as raising kids. You want your kids to be smarter than you are. You want your kids to be more successful than you are. And you want your kids not to hurt people. Those are the three things. If you got those three things, that's glorious. And so as we build AI and realize that AI systems are going to be standing side by side with us, they will be with us all the time. We have to be thinking in terms of how do we have those systems align themselves to us and work in partnership with us. I cannot imagine a scenario in which AI wipes out jobs or tries to take over everything without us planning for that. And that's not a thing we should plan for. We should plan for partnership. We can build a world in which we can do more for each other. And if we can spend less time laboring and still live good lives and attend to the needs of our brothers and sisters, oh my God, what a wonderful world that would be. And that's the world that AI can build for us.
知道视频，有趣有料的新闻短视频。